It actually showed that the video was like still going. It's kind of strange. Then I was like talking a little bit, and then it like wasn't on. So I think it ended that video, and now we're launching up a new one. So this is part 2 technically. Let's get into it. We had this part 1, part 2 little sitch happen in the Aquarius read as well. So take it as you will. If you feel guided to watch the Aquarius reading, there could be a focus there. And I am looking at this card here that sits on the face of the stack, the star. Let's get the energies. We were at the point of saying I wanted to pull further and see what this person actually feels. Because yeah, we're talking about that 6 of Cups with the Ace of Swords. Let me share this link actually, so that people know we're live. Because YouTube tends to not notify if we've already gone live in a few days, like a few times within a day. Let's clear it around. Let's see here. It's not letting me post that on the general channel. Okay, let's just definitely you guys follow the Twitter handle, Alchemy and You, because that will, there we go, that will, or check in on the community tab of the YouTube website, because that will sort of ensure that it'll ensure you get notified. So Twitter handle Alchemy and You. So that'll be like, if you are, wanting to make sure you get notified in the lives. Let's clear it and see here. It's the most reliable, I think. Let's get the energies on this individual. What are they actually feeling here? Okay. Yes, they know that there's something very particular that they have to say, that they have to do, something that they have to show up with. There's something here that is a big deal. We have the Tower and the Sun. The Tower is upright, the Sun is in reverse, the Judgment card is upright, the Nine of Pentacles upright, Lovers in reverse. There's a lot here of passion. Maybe somebody here naturally is not the best, so-called the best at conveying how they feel to someone, I mean, with the Lovers in reverse, maybe they've never really had like an actual relationship. Like a bona fide relationship, so this is very much kind of like new. Something popping up here, I just see it says underage, so maybe the timing of this connection is such that someone is maybe kind of like young, they're feeling immature. We have the Mother of Pentacles in reverse, 2 of Cups upright. They could also be quite intimidated with the 9 of Pentacles upright, Mother of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, okay, I think that there's a lot of like I'm hearing front-facing camera action, back of the camera, front, no, wait, hold on, back, wait, left, wait, acting right. There's too much, like, mixed signals, I think, and it's not, I don't feel like, yeah, the Ace of Swords, I just don't get the sense that this person is trying to, like, play so-called games. I don't really get that vibe, but it comes off like that. It sure comes off like that. The 4 of Pentacles in reverse. We were talking about this in the first part of your reading, Gemini. So let's get further, though. Okay, I gotta try to keep an open mind here. Daughter of Wands upright, Ace of Swords upright. There's a lot of love. I think like the issue is that somebody feels the love that is, but then they're looking at the opportunity that maybe someone is not taking on, or they're looking at how someone's behaving, how they're acting, and it's disappointing, truly, with the 8 of Cups in reverse. I see someone like kicking a soccer ball around, like there's not a lot of passion here, really. 6 of Wands in reverse compared to what someone feels like. I see maybe it's a difference in love language, possibly. It's like, well, if I were in their shoes, I would have done this by then, that by now, I'm hearing Taurus here. Can you guys give me a quick second? I just need to get some water. Just a moment. Actually, I wanted to make a coffee too. Start that, yeah. Classic Gemini energy, guys. Like, I feel that, yeah, it's not really what is felt as an emotion, it's how it's expressed, how it's conveyed, whether or not it's conveyed. I mean, let's get honest. There's a lot of A lot of love, but maybe not enough action and follow through, follow up. I see a passive energy, very, very passive. So I want to get more on who feels who is passive. Yeah, let's get further on that. But we have that Ace of Swords of right, that Five of Pentacles of right, Worlds in reverse, Daughter of Wands of right. It's like sometimes maybe feels like, oh, it should be obvious. It's obvious that I feel this way or that way. It's like, no, it's not though. I think truly maybe there is, even possibly at this point, I'm starting to think there could be a cultural factor. Okay, guys, the coffee is ready. Give me a sec. One sec, guys. I see a leopard here. A leopard. It could be a spirit animal or a totem animal. Clear and run. Wow. I see a swan as well, actually. Okay. Okay, guys. Thanks for your patience there. I think some of you, someone's wondering, like, what led that person to that behavior? Like, what led to this? What led to that? Yeah. Let's see further here. Let's see further here. Son of Swords in reverse. I want to pull on who's feeling like they cannot read the other person. Mother of Wands. Yeah, someone's feeling awkward. No, you're making me feel awkward. Awkward is all hell. I'm sitting here like I'm hearing in bath water practically for you, and like I don't know, it's like you're not even like really reacting to me. Like somebody feels like they're physically, this person's not reacting to them. They're feeling really sideways. But you guys could actually technically be in a connection, or it's the feeling of like, will you marry me? It's like, I don't know, can I get back to you on it? It's like someone feels like they're hanging in the middle of nowhere with someone's behavior, or the behavior is making them feel like that. Hermit in reverse. Okay, now let's pull here on the individual who is so-called, yeah, Two of Swords in reverse, Six of Swords in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune upright. They don't want, they are feeling very, very shady. They feel shady. Death in reverse. I know I need to be making a decision on this. Why am I not showing up for that? Why am I acting like I'm literally like I'm hearing Mickey Mouse one minute, and then I'm acting like I'm Martin's man the next? I don't know what. They're feeling erratic. Can we get further clues as to this individual's story? Of course, what is meant to be known by spirit, right? Okay. They're feeling like they have to, I'm hearing, they have to fit into some pretty big shoes. Maybe they're going through something here. Can we get further clues? Mother of Pentacles in reverse. There could be some kind of influence here. Somebody here who is, could be a strong Leo energy, or they're worried. There's somebody's worried about how the long term and yada yada, but they're not even willing to take like the first two steps. 2, 3, I'm hearing moss grows. They're trying to maybe cultivate their career, but they're taking these very, very gradual steps. Slow motion. Something's popping up. It says roast me. Maybe they feel, again, insecure. They feel, 5 Pentacles in reverse. Some kind of project that's not getting off the ground here. Devil upright. 3 Swords in reverse. I think they have a lot of love for you, actually. This is a general video. We might do a mini pick a card at the end, just for further clues. But the 3 of Pentacles upright, I think someone's feeling very random. This queen, yeah, the Mother of Wands, I don't know what she's doing with that 3 of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, Martin, hey Martin, it's like the feeling of like someone starts off the connection like real hot, And then it's like gradually over time, like the dance routine dissipates. Like, I thought you knew where we were taking this. I hear it like that. It's like actually I don't. It's like, really? Oh no, we need to know love and light, but okay. No, I don't want to make anyone feel bad here, okay? But like maybe someone's feeling like maybe this is how they're feeling. They feel like in this, I'm hearing this lady, this lady, they won't even identify them. All right, okay. The Mother of Wands is going to be expecting some kind of direction and leadership here. It's like, well, okay. It's strange a little bit. Like, we're acknowledging that this is the Mother of Wands, but we're running away from, like, having anything to also do with her. I hear that. Oh, in that capacity, possibly. Okay, Judgment. Yeah, there's a lot of intimidation here. Judgment. Lovers. I'm hearing swing, swing from the tingles of my heart. What's that song by AFI, is it? Swing, swing, I think. All American Rejects or something. Old song. Older, relatively. They're very insecure, guys. They're not feeling confident, really, in this connection. Like, they're not feeling like they're ready to, like, really be who they can be to you. So they're running back. They're running backwards. They're running back. Yeah, the Queen of Cups in reverse. They're even kind of maybe projecting certain things. Justice on the Hierophant, on the Mother of Wands, on the Three of Pentacles, on the Hermit in reverse. They're keeping someone in rando world. How many of you are feeling you're in rando world with someone? Where I'm hearing Jennifer Aniston. Okay, this is just coming through. It's like, I'm here. Hi, Charles. Hi. Sorry to interrupt you. What's going on here? Are you moving? Or are you not moving? Are you melting the ice cream cone down? Like, what? I need to know what's going on. This person's gonna get upset, I feel. Seven of Swords in reverse. They may even start, like, assuming things, like Judgment upright, Ten of Wands upright, Seven of Swords in reverse. They feel like they are the relationship. And maybe at first it was, like, hot. Like, ooh, yeah, I'm in control. Like, you know, he's putting the ball in my court. Like, all right, I know, I'll take a fucking swing. Yeah, I'm not shy to take a swing, baby. I'll take control of the connection. And then it's like, oh, but it turned into the 10th wand. Not anymore, guys. 10 of Wands upright, Judgment upright. Not anymore. My ball, my court, my field. I don't really want to be taking, responsibility for that. I'm seeing a leopard here again, like a jaguar. I was seeing it just a minute ago. Justice on Justice in two separate decks. Wow, guys. Yeah, this is... I feel someone feels stood up on, like, a date, even. Nine of Wands upright. Yeah, I see the Mother of Wands as, like, a hamster Charles in the Aries reading. It's like... It's like, yeah. Yeah, you feel respected, even, I hear that. And then it's like... Wait, what? I'm just sitting here, like, in the corner, like, of the room, like, with my eggs like this, and, like, you start feeling that they don't actually really see you in a certain way, possibly. It's like, wow, you actually don't appreciate me, huh? I hear that. Mother of Wands upright. Like, you start to kind of see it differently. It's the moment in the Aries October reading it was it? Where, the October Aries reading, where it was like, let's clear the ground. Yeah, it was like they left the hamster at home playing music for them, making them feel all like, I'm coming back home, hamster, I'll be back. And then it's like, at first it's like cute, and then like the wind starts blowing and the hamsters, I'm looking at the Judgment card, you guys, that we pulled next to that Lovers card, and I see there's a little mouse on the top of the building. I hear that as well. Of the mountain. No, I guess to the point where it's like, I'm not actually, like, attractive to him. I hear that as well. Like, hold on. Like, you got the Mother of Wands feeling insecure. No, we can't be doing that. Maybe someone's starting to second guess the connection. For some of you, I'm feeling like someone actually, like, bona fide, like, maybe even started the connection with you, and then they bailed a little bit. Or you feel like they just stepped back. It's like, okay, it's a little bit of, like, I thought this was something different, never mind kind of vibe. Three of Cups in reverse, Nine of Wands upright. So for some of you, this is a project. Like, maybe you're working on it, and, like, someone started to get, like, less involved. And it was a huge disappointment. Huge. Queen of Swords upright. By the way, guys, thank you so much for hitting the like button. I feel like I'm a tape recorder with that. Just wear a shirt that fucking says, like, thanks for hitting like button, guys. Okay, Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups. Nine of Swords. Yeah, no, they're having nightmares, you guys. Again, I feel like you're fucking with somebody. You're making them you're making the Mother of Wands go into the Nine of Swords moment. You're making her have a Nine of Swords moment. I mean, it's just not fair. We have the Queen of Swords mirroring the Nine of Swords, and we have the Queen of Cups upright between the Queen of Swords and the Nine of Swords. I'm hearing fast. Wait, no, slow. Oh no, hold on. Okay, harder. Okay. They're not able to read maybe like this person, how they feel about them. No, it's just, you know, they're acting maybe very cold. They're actually very King of Swords, as we saw in the first reading. Now, let's get further. I'm hearing Albertsons. Albertsons? I think that's the name of grocery store. Yeah, it's like they're acting very apathetic or like, I don't know what I want to eat today. It's like, okay. The Sun upright. This person is really trying to keep like an open mind. It could be they're trying to be open-minded about what's going on here. We have the Sun on the but how much further? I mean, really? Let's just get a few more cards on the Mother of Wands. Mirror. I guess I'll put the toast in the toaster oven. It's like death. Let's clear it. The Death card is mirroring the Mother of Wands. But then there's a lot of attraction, so this is getting very irritating, yeah, to the Mother of Wands. Because I think, like, she on one hand, or this energy does understand or observe or perceive what the potential is of the connection, and, like, let's be honest, like, she would not be standing around for, like, no ghost, okay? Yeah, no. This is someone who has a reason for feeling this way. She has the Hierophant there, she got the Justice card, like, somebody set a certain expectation in her mind's eye. Yes. She's a hardworking lady with the Mother of Wands as well. She has, you know, children possibly actually literally to feed, or she's got her own business, something. So she's putting her time into this. Like, there's a reason. Yeah, there's a reason for why she's showing up. Let's clear it. There's a reason for what she's wanting out of this. Oh, it's not random. And again, that's what we're saying in the first deck. Like, maybe someone's trying to even project onto them, be like, oh, you're just like a player, right? Like, now for some of you, listen, so she's showing up here. She's here. She's got something that she wants to say, but she feels like you're not allowing her maybe even really to say it at a certain point. Wait, what? I'm sorry. Why are we acknowledging even the situation? It feels weird to me to see this vibration come through within the context of somebody like the Mother of Wands with the Hierophant and the Justice card. This feels a little bit almost like, is this a trap? Like, what are you trying to say to me? What are you trying to do? Like, what's the point? What's the vibe? Like, Ace of Wands in reverse. I mean, yeah, she's not able to read this person, I feel, ultimately. We will be pulling more cards. You do have the Devil, Mother of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody's maybe going through drama. I feel a classic, like, I don't want to let this go yet. Like, I just don't want to let it go. I don't want, yeah, they're trying to maybe keep a situation, like, alive. Now, with the Ace of Wands in reverse on the Death card upright, it's starting to be a huge turnoff, okay? Because, like, how much can she do on her own in this connection? How far can she really realistically go? How do we describe this? At the end of the day, the Mother of Wands is looking for her counterpart. She doesn't want to be feeling like she's alone in the relationship. Like, justice doesn't really mean that much to her with the Hierophant if there's no one actually there with her. Okay, you do understand what I'm saying? Like, it feels a little barren, a little cold, a little random, a little empty. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse as well. On top of that, it's like she's starting to feel like she doesn't really know even like who she's relating to. This is feeling very, she's starting to feel insecure about not herself, because honestly, again, she could move on. The Mother of Wands, you guys, she could definitely move on. But she's not in that role in her mind's eye, okay? Because she's here wanting to be in a committed connection. That's what I feel. And I think that she feels like she put in quite a bit in the connection already. She's feeling like she has some expectation here, given the dynamic. Again, she's not like imagining the connection, guys. This is like she's putting, you know what I mean? And I think this person's just not brave, okay, to at least be like, hey, I acknowledge like who the fuck you are, who the fuck you is, and like in this situation, in our context of the scenario here that we have on our hands, and it's not appropriate. Like, I don't think I can show up right now yet. But they're not saying that. They're kind of like, they're literally, the Queen of Wands is sitting here with the Hierophant and the Justice card. This is full on. This is a fucking relationship status. Married. You would think that she's married, but to who? Because I don't see, I mean, we got the Queen of Swords, we got the Death card. I mean, I don't see anyone here. Like, that's the issue with the Devil. All the way over off yonder on the other side of the rainbow of the discussion, even, if even that. So it's disappointing. It's disappointing. I see it's like rainy here. I don't know, take it as well. Like, something popping up. It says The Bachelorette. Like, she's about to start, circulating. She's gonna, but it's not the fact of whatever is happening here. It's not like the fact, it's the communication. It's the fact that you're letting her sit there with Justice twice, with the Queen of Swords, wondering who she is to who and how she's even seen by you. That's the issue here, more so. Okay? And with the Ace of Wands in reverse, it feels like she stood up. She feels stood up. Ace of Wands in reverse. But it could be proverbially, But I think she's going to get to a point where, like, it's like she will allow herself to get to that Nine of Swords maybe once, twice. Never, ever again. What? I don't even recognize myself. What is this? I see a woman crying in a mirror. And it could be, however, okay, gender, but I see someone's like, I don't recognize myself. I don't deserve this. And I think that, honestly, they will start to look at new options, possibly, should this situation not become more clearly outlined and underlined, okay? Because she will lose interest pretty quickly the minute that she does get to the point where she's like, okay, there's not enough respect. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the Queen of Wands wants respect as well, and after all, we are looking at fire energy. It's a fire sign. They need to be appreciated. Okay, yeah, not just in psychedelic world. I hear it like that. Love and light. I'm not sure what does that mean. 5D is not enough for the Queen of Wands. I'm sorry. She's, especially with the outline of the Hierophant with the duplicate showing of the Justice card. That tells me that she's literally banking on something there. Okay? So it's the expectations that we're talking about. Not like, oh, in the beginning, okay, we kind of made it very clear that it would just be like 5D to 9D. Okay? For 400 more years. Or 4 years. Whatever it is. It's the expectation situation. So I think, like, you have one shot with the Queen of Wands. It's like you start the storyline in a certain way, in a certain manner, and then she's going to be comparing. Okay, this is what I'm expecting and this is what I'm getting. She's not going to be giving many chances, I feel, as well. I think out of fairness, I have to say that. Once you lose the Queen of Wands, interest, it's, especially when it comes to respect, Queen of Wands doesn't want to go back to a situation that she felt disrespected in, okay? We're not looking at Queen of Wands in reverse. She's upright. So this tells me that what's having her hold on is the expectation. When she realizes that you're actually not, like, you're really actually disrespecting her, you're not really showing up, that's when she loses hope for the situation. Okay, let's clear it. Not 5D hope, but the hope of, like, what could actually manifest from the Hierophant and the Justice card of the expectations, right? Space. 6 of Wands in reverse. Oh, no. Very, very, very embarrassing energies. Guys, this person is not really feeling like they're able to really even be themselves in the situation anymore. They feel like they're losing confidence in even anything in the connection anymore. It's like they're starting to second guess everything that ever was in the connection with you. Like, maybe that wasn't even true. Maybe that even wasn't true. And that's not a good place to be at. I see, like, people pulling, like, oars out of the bottom of a boat. I don't know what that's about, guys. So if you care about this connection, like, I think the psychology of the connection is starting to get a little warped or shifted around here, a little changed, but due to the behavior, due to how someone's showing up. So I don't think in a situation like this, like, if you're watching this, it might be that you're giving the wrong impression off to somebody, or someone's getting the wrong impression. They're maybe they're under the impression that, you're not really, like, wanting to put in so much, or you're not really looking at them in a certain way. Ace of Wands, that you're not really attracted to them. I mean, you might absolutely be. We will pull further on that. But with the Ace of Wands in reverse, this is even giving me the vibration of, like, she's not even feeling physically satisfied. I mean, she's, again, you guys, the Queen of Wands. She can satisfy herself, sure, but she doesn't expect that of her life, okay? Forever. Let's clear it around. No. And at first I see that actually being something that she's flexing, but then it gets to the point where she's like, I can manifest a situation where I have that sort of, that vibe of mystique. I'm running the show a little bit. I feel like I'm in a leadership position. I feel like I'm, there's a little bit of mystery, but then I'm still feeling satisfied at the end of the day. Okay, yeah, I don't need to feel I'm on the end of the line with a dangling fucking carrot. I'm not into carrots, honey. Yeah, Queen of Wands. This is more like maybe give me some spicy Indian food. You know what I'm saying? Like for dinner. The Magician upright. Let's play. This is getting cold on her. This is getting cold on her with Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay, really, no, I feel I need to maybe make it very clear. Justice upright, Hierophant upright is feeling cold and windy. And she wants something more exciting, guys. I'm sorry. 4 of Wands in reverse. No, 6 of Cups upright. 8 of Wands upright. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Not even the right, like, kind of date, even at that. Oh. I feel this is, like, many chances, many times, many factors. It's, like, it's different situations, different scenarios, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, like, okay, so even that, on top of that, really? On top of that? It's like, on top of that, it's not just one thing. So, I think that it's kind of, embarrassing. I just keep feeling that for the Queen of Wands, like, embarrassing. Chariot in reverse. If she has a family, you guys, if this is somebody who has a family or a business, the Emperor upright. If she's got like something big going on in her so-called life, I think this is someone who truly is a diamond in the rough, and you found her, you found them, and you threw him back in. Yeah, for some, you threw him back in, and you wanted to pretend like. I'm coming to find you again. Like, it's like, what? Okay, Harold, that's cute. It's a cute game. Like, well, we found each other. Why are you throwing me back in? It's like, oh, then maybe that's his fun game. I never met a guy who would do something like that. Never met a guy who would ever throw me back in the haystack. Yeah, needles here, needles sharp. Start sewing. Okay. First it was interesting, exciting. Now it's kind of, yeah. So again, we're getting that message. And I think for some of you, you may not know who you're dealing with until you lose them. This is for some. Yeah, and vice versa, truly. I mean, yeah, because I think for some of you, if you're the Queen of Wands, you put a veil over your head. I mean, in the first few stages of the relationship. Look, Claire, you said, hey, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe you had something very particular about this person that you're very attracted to. It's reminding me of that pick a card stacked reading, why I'm so triggered by this person. You can find that on the pick a card playlist. It was I think the first stack with the Hermit, like, yeah, there was something you just, like, admired immediately about this person. Like, I don't want to say you overlooked other factors, but, like, okay, I mean, after all, we are here with the Hierophant and Justice card. Somebody was not maybe, like, totally, completely upfront about what they were willing to show up with. Maybe they were talking big talks about the connection, but not, yeah. So now, the follow-up, the follow-through, not so much. I feel for some of you, possibly you're even, like, you feel like you're doing something all on your own. If you're identifying as a Queen of Wands energy, like, now, for some of you, if you're the Queen of Wands and you're here at this reading, I think you're going to move on. You're going to find somebody. This is for some of you. Yeah. Can we get more clues on that? King of Pentacles in reverse. I think you may end up doing business with this person. Actually, the person who you end up, your forever person. I think this person is going to be like a business focused, centric, savvy person. And that's your clue. Yeah. You're going to find somebody. If you're like heartbroken or like feeling real awkward or shaded out by a Gemini, I think you're gonna find, okay, someone here who's completely like, this is maybe Spirit's message to you. If you're a Leo, Sag, Aries, you've got a lot of those energies, and you're again feeling shaded out or randoed out by a Gemini and like their behavior is inconsistent, you will find someone here and they're going to make you really like feel like you come first in the connection. I hear it like that. But not just physically, also professionally, financially. Like you guys are going to work together. This is for some. That's your clue. This is your clue. Like your forever person is going to be someone who maybe exhibits certain aspects of this character, the Devil upright, Father of Pentacles in reverse, but they're going to have much less drama along for the ride. So maybe you met this person just to kind of see like, I'm interested in like, these kinds of traits and qualities, but maybe other traits and qualities, I'm not so hot about. So you'll know if this is your message. I feel like you've already had enough distance from this person. Like they're pretty much not showing up. They're pretty much kind of like becoming very scarecrowish with you, acting kind of cold and strange and hot topic even. I hear that. Maybe they're getting emo on your ass on your otherwise romantic dates and phone calls and yada yada. It's clear. It's like, this is too much drama. I think like you're already, by this point, I'm seeing the cookie monster here. You're already turned off by this point. I feel for some of you, you will have someone come in. They're going to be a Leo possibly, or somebody with a lot of fire in the chart, or it can for some be the same person. Okay, yeah. If you're not, you know what I'm saying? Like if you are in no contact, this is a very, very particular message. I don't think that maybe this is your forever person. I feel like if you're still talking to this person, it might be that, hey, they're going to show up, but they have to show up. They have something they are moving through. Yeah. And they do have a lot of love for you. So maybe some few different messages there. The Empress in reverse, and that person will eventually come through and like confess to you, like, hey, this is what I've been going through. It's not that I don't have this feeling for you. I really love you, but I just cannot be there for you in this way yet. And they may eventually come through and confess that. We have the King of Cups in reverse, the Five of Cups upright, the Strength card in reverse, the World in reverse, the Nine of Pentacles upright. I think, yeah, and some of you really, for some of you know the love is there. Okay, and this should be more confirmation. Like, if it's no contact and you feel like you're already feeling, like if you're at this reading because you're a little bit frustrated and that you know you wouldn't even be willing. I think if it's your case that you're going to move on, I feel like you're already, like if you feel like if you're going to meet someone new and you're willing to move into a new connection, I feel like you're already even saying, even if they were to come back, I wouldn't want to date them. This is what I'm hearing. That's your clue for that stack. Okay, like that energy, that timeline, that storyline. But for others, it's like, you know, this person loves you, you feel the love, and you feel that, okay? But you realize that the action is not congruent with that, okay? It's something is missing when it comes to how they express that. So for some of you, it can be that they're shy. I hear that as well. Let's get the cards here. Let's get some more energies. For some of you, there is something religious going on. I'm not sure if, you know, how brave they're willing to get with you on that. That might take some time for some of you if you're dating somebody religious. Cultural factors, you know, I don't know if they're willing to like openly come out and like literally like say, yeah, this is something I'm considering in my life, and that could be a factor maybe why I'm not necessarily like talking so much about certain things. But I think that will eventually, I mean, obviously, like if you end up having like a more extended connection with this person or more extensive connection with the person, like they would end up talking more about such things. If it is important in their life, right, to such a degree and level. We have the Mother of Wands. It's like if that's their values. Mother of Wands, you could end up talking obviously more, you know, towards the spectrum of values later on. Okay, you talk more about your values in the future. I hear that. Now, it doesn't mean that it's not still important, of course, right? And that could be affecting your connection right now, but you're just not openly drawing those factors forward and talking about them, if that makes sense. Let's pull Celtic Cross, and then we're going to pull a day by day. We're reading on December 13th, 14th to January 24th, and this is 2022. So let's see here. What does it play? Of course, energies are fluid. It takes months for energy sometimes to also manifest. So feel free to save this video to a playlist, come back to it, watch it a few times over. I find that in every time that I watch a reading, I'm like, whoa, you just derive so much more meaning in those messages. Let's play the energy around and see what else. They find you very attractive. This is for some. Even if they're not showing up, even if it's, yeah, I'm hearing that. Even if it's no contact, they find you very attractive, yeah. There are all kinds of reasons why people may, you know, not be brave, right? It's not a problem. It doesn't mean necessarily something about us. So, and especially if you're a Leo or a fire sign, Sag, Aries, somebody with a lot of fire in your chart, like you're likely your love language is different. You come through, you come hot off the rip, you show it, you express it, you're out there with that energy. And so sometimes it's hard to imagine, like, you know, wow, and you may have a lot of Mars in your chart. It's like, why would they not show up like in that way? Like, oh, they must not like me. I don't think that that's the case. I'm hearing even if they are, you know, completely kind of like going kind of cold or off the radar. If they're getting cold with you. Let's do here, let's actually do a monthly spread. Okay, let's read from December, 6 months out. Four of Wands in reverse. Okay, you're gonna be way more either obvious with something, or you're going to understand something more. Somebody may even come through with a letter or some kind of confession here over in January. February, we have the moon. March, we have the sun. April, we have Daughter of Pentacles in reverse. May, we have Justice. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll pull one more. We'll do 8 months, actually. 8 of Pentacles. All right. So maybe, yeah, someone's going to come through and confess something to you, especially if you're dealing with a Capricorn. They have something they're embarrassed about even, or shy, or however they feel. I feel someone's going to come back like, hey, I'm sorry. Like, I really didn't want to, like, behave like that. I really didn't want to act that way. I don't want that you got that impression about me. I hear that as well. They're going to come through. This is going to take time. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months probably. For some, this is just what I'm getting. This is especially dealing with a Capricorn. Okay, let's get another card on that just as confirmation. Yeah, they may come through, like, it'll be an all of a sudden thing, like, I'm sorry, like, that's not what I kind of wanted to, like, I didn't want it to end that way kind of vibe. Like, okay. We get further clues, Spirit, so that we know, we can identify more so who this is. 10 of Swords upright, Ace of Pentacles upright, 3 of Cups in reverse, 7 of Pentacles in reverse, 5 of Swords in reverse, 8 of, we said 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles upright. There could be something going on financially. We have the Devil and the Devil, two different decks, same card, the Devil and the, yeah. They are not grounded in their life right now. Possibly they could have a lot of Gemini and a lot of Capricorn in the chart. Let's get just a few more cards on that energy. Actually, let's get some letters so that you have further clues as to who this is, because we're talking 7 months, baby. You know, this is not just like a four-hour situation. This is, yeah, we have a Q. I see like Christmas lights here. We have Q, we have A, H, I, O, J. We have Jacques. I'm hearing Jacques. It sounds French. Take it as you know. Maybe they're from another country, another place. A few more letters coming through. Z and Z/N and F. Yeah, I see someone furiously, like, all of a sudden, like, opening their zipper. I don't know what that's about. Maybe they're just, like, you may drop the connection at a certain point because you just can't take the mixed messages anymore. The letter R, like, this is getting to you. I hear that. I feel that this is a cross-watcher reading. Like, a large number of viewers are cross-watchers, but you take it as you will. We have L falling on the ground as well. I see a hairband. I see someone just pulling a hairband out of their hair, like, without remorse. Without remorse. It's like, I can't take this anymore. Let's clear it. R on the moon. Let's get further clues. Some of you could be dealing with the Pisces driving you absolutely crazy. I'm hearing banana balls. Banana balls crazy. For some of you, this could be with you. Maybe, like, you're having, especially if there's a trouble making decisions, or they could have quite a bit of Pisces, Neptune energy. They could have their moon, their rising even, their Venus, their Mars, a lot of Pisces energy here. This person has a hard time making decisions, and it's like, maybe you've known that, you try to be understanding, it's like, but it's getting to the point where it's like, I have to go, I have to leave the mall, no more deciding left and right, like, what am I gonna do about, like, my hotel, and my this, and my that, my hotel, I don't know, my hotel business, my hotel of the air business, my this, my that. They're driving you absolutely banana balls crazy. I hear that again. Wheel of Fortune reverse. This is somebody who's got a lot of Pisces in the chart. 8 of Cups upright. They got a lot of Scorpio. I feel like someone's very attracted person, though. They're fucking turned on by this person, like, really, really, really turned on by them. But then they're driving them insane, like, with all of the, like, nuts and bolts and, like, this and that. And what about this and that? Hermit. I feel some of you, this is your forever person. You're gonna launch some sort of business with them. 4 of Cups upright. Like, this right now is silly nonsense. Like, this right now, I'm feeling like it's like you're just waiting for Tony Robbins to arrive to your relationship and, like, kind of patch it up. I feel like, how do we describe this? Like, right now it's karmic. Right now you guys are going through, like, the Jerry Springer part of the relationship where, like, everything seems like it's falling apart. All these problems, all these, like, issues, so-called, all of these, like, really, like, random, like, kind of, like, low-key, like, high-key, like, the lighting's not even working properly right now. It's like the most subtle of issues are creating, like, a huge issue, though. What? Okay, so yeah, no, there's a chaos here, guys. And I do get that for some, like, it's yeah. But I get that this is so short-term, like, it's short-sighted in a way. I do feel like maybe you'll look back on this and be like, oh, like, we did not have to really, we didn't, like, that was so karmic. I just get that you'll maybe be looking back on that like that. Now, for some, it's quite interesting because I'm seeing that, like, I see, like, bickering, like, airport couple vibes. Okay, yeah, like you, but it's because, like, there are other factors. It's not because, like, welcome, like, you are, like, the official, like, 1-800, like, bickering airport couple. No, you're not. Yeah, that's not you guys. I feel that. I feel like this is the vibe right now. It's like, again, I mean, it's karmic. It's like, my banana is bruised. It's like, it just doesn't mean that, like, there isn't another one in the bunch, you know? It's like, right now, though, you're going through this phase, okay? It feels like everything is in meltdown mode, right? I'm saying, yeah. I'm saying, like, it's just one of those moments. I see you pulling a banana out of your backpack in an airport. It's like this trilogy, like, the saga continues. It's like, if it's not this, it's that. It's like, shoot. It's like, I see, like, the next scene in, like, the relationship movie is, like, you pull a peach out of your backpack, and it's like, it's got no more fuzz on it, because it's all, like, mushed up in the backpack. I don't know, guys. This is a different level of directorship we got going on, but I think that's what you're feeling, right? It's like, it's just really bad acting as well in the connection. I just don't know what. I don't know if I should replace the actor. I feel like you don't want to, though. You don't want to move on. You're in love with this person. You guys are in love. I feel that. This is if you're obviously not, like, already it's okay. Some of you, if you block this person, let go of them. We're not talking about that. I don't think we're talking about that person, but you take it as you will. Never say never, right? Justin Bieber was a Pisces, High Priestess, Hangman. But anyways, let's continue. It could be a metaphor. The Hangman, the High Priestess. Yeah, no, you're in that phase, though, like, where it's like, but then I feel like you're gonna zoom out, you know? It's like, again, it's the context to, like, the drama. It's like, let's zoom it out and, like, get honest. Okay, where are we? We're at the airport, for God's sakes. Okay? We're at the airport. We're tired. We're feeling stressed out. We're feeling, you know, so there are different factors that are contributing to this. Like, I feel like there's some kind of drama saga, like, sagalicious energy here going on, like, but it's very short term. I get the vibe that, like, things will turn around suddenly, and, like, it'll be funny. Like, you go back on this and be like, really, I had a problem with that back there? Like, why did I give him such a hard time, you know? Once you're all once you're rested up with this person, it's going to get back to, like, a more firm grounding. So I feel like Spirit's saying, look, you know, maybe it's even something going on astrologically. Again, I am hearing karmic, like, whatever it is very much not the relationship. I hear that, but take it as you will. Is this resonating? If it is resonating, I see 82 likes. Feel free to hit the like button, you guys. I'll be looking at that. And thank you guys for hitting the like button overall. I think we said that already in the earlier part of the video. yeah, we did. Feel free as well to comment here in the chat. Feel free to type cupcakes. Cupcakes, yeah, are delicious. I'm hearing that. Cupcakes are delicious. Okay. So, yeah, it's like, I feel like maybe you feel like your relationship right now is kind of silly with this person. It's like, you're fighting, you're bickering over very simple stuff even, like, but the thing is that you know that this is very silly. So that's the vibe I'm getting. That's part of maybe what makes somebody feel quite insecure in the situation, because they know that, like, it's like, I know I'm arguing with this person over the dumbest shit. Like, why am I even, like, counting the hairs on the chinchilla's back at a certain point? There's no point in doing that. I hear that. It's like, why am I getting so nitpicky, fastidious with these little issues and details? And so I think that maybe you have a lot going on. You and this person both have a lot going on. I see you guys having a screaming match about something so simple, like, it's soy, it's vegan, no, it's real milk, no, it's almond. I don't know, what? You gotta just take it as you will. I think you know, though, what this is referring to. And I think it's not something big enough, like, hence why you haven't walked away maybe from this connection. Like, it's not a big enough issue, okay, that, like, you actually wanted to absolutely end things. This is, again, possibly not your story. If you have already walked away, blocked them, ended it, like, you know, it could be a different storyline. So, but with the moon at the base of the Three of Wands, it's like, this is embarrassing even. You feel like you're checkmating yourself at a certain point in the telenovela. I know, I'm seeing that. You know, guys, like, I'm seeing, no, like, look at the High Priestess looking through the Three of Wands. It's like, the moment, like, we get stuck in the mud with our wheels, it's like, shit's karmic. It's like, that's the fucking tagline of the last 8 scenes in the movie, and maybe, honestly, to be quite honest, the next 3, 4, I think we're still going to be feeling this, like, awkward, sluggish, okay, even competitive energy at a certain point for the next 4 months. And I know that sounds a little like, really? But it's, you know, there's something that you need to move through. Can we get more cards on that? Like, what is that about? The Nine of Wands, yeah. So this is definitely about transcendence. For some of you, this is a lot of shadow work. Okay? But, yeah, I mean, be grateful possibly to this mirror, right? The soulmate experience. you know, to provide you with that closer look. But I just really see it as like even the real world. It's like you and this person. It's like, but it's not good acting. I hear that even, but that's a metaphor. Okay, what do you mean I'm not a good actor? What do you mean not? It's like, well, are you acting? Hold on. It's that, like, it's not real issues. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, it's not even really you. Maybe you feel like you're triggered and you're reacting. Okay, even at times in the connection right now or to this point. Hence maybe why you're like, why am I still here if I'm so triggered? I don't think that it's that you're triggered. It's that you're by the relationship. It's maybe that it's a question of how you're showing up in the connection. Maybe you're triggered by how you're showing up and responding and reacting to certain situations. But I think if you were to zoom out and look at it contextually, there's a lot more to the so-called circumstance that is not the relationship itself. Okay, if that is the case. If that's not the case, if everything else in your life is just like, you know, moving through smoothly, then it's, you know, maybe it is that this is not something that you're really wanting to manifest. The star is in reverse, 5 of Wands in reverse, but I feel for a large number of you still remain in the situation, and there's a reason for that. I see someone has a backpack on their back. They look very, very, they have a disgruntled look on their face. They're tired. They're in a bad mood. High Priestess, Hangman, Ace of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. Something is repetitive here with the High Priestess, Hangman. Tiring. Okay. Patternized. Karmic. But they still are here, and they have love still. They still have love. It's like showing up every day to work. I'm tired, but I'm still showing up. You know, showing up like every day, like to school, like early in the morning. I'm tired, but we're almost done with the semester. You know, it's clear. It's like you got to do what you got to do. Like, you know, in the name of love, possibly even. But this is more a metaphor. I don't see it as like, oh my God, if this person's making you feel so unhappy, like, and you know that this is not in resonance, like that's a different story. So it's maybe more of a metaphor, like, okay. Now, with the High Priestess, like, yeah, no, it's like you got blurry vision even. I don't know what's going on with that with the High Priestess. So the next 4 months, Spirit's saying, this is a lot of shadow work. Still needs to be done in this connection. Like, you got to work on certain things. They got to work on certain things. I'm hearing, that's my number. No, it's not. It's like you're fighting about very simple, silly shit. No wonder you're feeling drained with the High Priestess. It's like, yeah, no, I'm even getting like the High Priestess has a little bit of an ego here. It's like, yeah, I know. It's like, but what? Okay, so, okay, hold on a second. Somebody is like hangry. I hear that as well. Maybe they're hungry, they're tired, they're irritated. Something about the libido as well. So Spirit is saying, look, check it out. We got like a little bit more to go for this hike. And I think you feel like you're hiking. It's not like you're feeling like you're going backwards, like you're getting drained. I feel like you feel you're ascending, you're transforming, you're learning. So hence why you're still in this connection. Hence why you haven't let it go, right? If something truly is not in resonance, like you would have let it go. This is what I'm hearing yet again. So with the Magician and the Emperor, okay, some of you here, you're getting very triggered though by this person because you feel like they're taking you for a ride. But I don't feel it's this person. I feel it's a lot of the experience of shadow work, a lot of the experience of challenges and triggering. Now, with the High Priestess though as well, again, I'm just getting this vision, like, you know that show, The Real World? Where like the characters, they like have to go backstage. The irony. Didn't we just say they go backstage and have to like turn on the camera and right then the phone died right there? So guys, let's clear. The iPad just died right there. So I'm just seeing people, they have to go backstage and like, they have to like give like their account of what's going on in the house, or they're living with all these other people. And I feel like you guys are having like, I see someone like turning off somebody else's like camera, like you guys are just messing with each other's equipment. It's like, huh? Yeah, I feel like there is a little bit of competition as well, but because maybe you both feel like you are the ones triggering the other person, but it's not really that. It's like, if it weren't you facing this trigger, then you wouldn't have the trigger. So in a way, it's like you're triggering yourself. I hear that. I don't know. Take it as you will. Okay, let's continue. Let's get yeah, someone's very heated, you guys, with the Devil. It's like, but I get still that there is not just a relationship at play here. There are other factors. I do see a reunion for some of you in about 7 months. I feel like somebody may like admit something, like they're mature with something. It's like, I see someone wiping like sweat off their brow. It's like, hey, I actually didn't really like, yeah, I want it to come off that way. Like, all right, let's pull here. But it could be sooner. Yeah, I've seen like these readings for long terms, like longer term periods manifesting even sooner. Let's see here. Let's do a Celtic cross for the situation for Gemini. Oh, okay. For a large number, okay. For some of you, I feel this is your forever person, and you know that. I think you put a lot into whatever this is. It could even be a project. It's like there's no way I'm gonna be letting go of like the snow globe. I hear that. Okay, no way. But I think like still there's a matter of like the approach. For some of you, put a lot into this, and it's very exciting. But there are sides to this, factors of this. Like you need to make it work for you. You know. Like, I think a lot of this is talking about the expectation, Ace of Cups in the theme. I think this, for some of you, this is confirmation for you that this is someone you really, maybe truly love, you have a lot of respect for, and vice versa. There's a lot of respect in this connection, guys. We have the Magician in reverse, Mother of Swords in reverse, Ten of Pentacles upright, the Star upright. Let's play on the heart chakra. Yeah, I feel there's going to have to be a focus on the ego as well. Like, the ego, I think both people are going to realize the ego is not going to be able to run the relationship. Okay, yeah, no, and that's going to be impossible. I feel like this connection is guided. It's definitely guided. This is a guided union. This connection is looked on and over at by spirit. This is a moment where you realize, you know, maybe what true love means, like what it really means to like unconditionally love somebody. You have the Father of Pentacles in the theme. There's a lot of love here, guys, on both ends. I don't care what you say, what you do, what you didn't say, what you didn't do. Okay, there's a lot of love with the Hierophant there. Even if, let's say, yeah, it's like, and I feel like it's going to be a matter of saying, hey, you know what? Like saying, hey, I did kind of give that impression off. Okay, fine. Like, and this is how I feel about it. Like, it's not maybe that, you know, maybe someone overly committed to something like from earlier on, you know, from the get-go. And it's not that they didn't want that. It's just they weren't able to really show up for it. But it's a matter of how they communicate now in saying, hey, maybe it's not that it's impossible. It's just I need to, they have to admit I didn't really maybe clearly communicate. Okay. How I could show up. The Six of Pentacles upright, Hangman in reverse, Ace of Wands in reverse. Yeah, and I think it's a communication aspect. Like, we have to be able to like openly communicate. Otherwise, I feel like this person, if they are just faced with the Emperor in the wake of this experience and connection, they're gonna end up feeling maybe that it's like you're kind of disrespecting them. So let's go further. Let's pull here, or that vice versa, depending on if it's crosswatch or energy or however. But yeah, if you feel like it's more flipped, flip it. Maybe they feel that way, you feel that way. Okay. Let's get a card here for each of the part of the cycle here of Mars in Sagittarius, and we'll then funnel it down and get more specific, and we'll end with a card for each of the days. So between December 13th and January 24th, I just keep getting, there's so much love, there's so much attraction. Yeah, and I feel like both of you look at this situation like, if we stepped away from this, like, it would be such a shame. Itch my nose right there. There could again be a focus on finances. Let's pull here. Two of Swords upright on leading in. Yeah, major. I think the issue on the whole with this type of connection is the communication. Let's pull into it further. Six of Cups upright. I think you may make up with them if you had an argument here, or a dispute, a spat of some kind back in Mars and Scorpio season. I feel like come the beginning of this set Mars and Sag, you'll kind of have a better balance point with them, with the Six of Cups upright, Six of Swords upright. You got two sixes. Father of Swords in reverse, yeah, but you still have a long way to go. I hear like this, like Spirit saying, hey, like there's gonna have to be a lot of transformation and growth, a lot of shifts and changes here, but I do at least like that you're both acknowledging the Six of Cups coming in. That also tells me that there is potential for this connection, like definitely like love, okay, like mutual respect and reciprocity in some sense. We have the Daughter Cups upright, Seven of Pentacles here in reverse. Guys, can you give me a second? I have to put the phone near the Wi-Fi so that this video, the pick a card reading uploads fast, or faster. One moment, guys. Give me just a second. Wow, it smells so fresh outside. Wow. Nice cool air. think someone is really, they have a lot of emotion. It's palpable, right? But I think that they're learning how to express it. They're learning how to work with this emotion. They're learning to work with what does come up in the connection for them. Truly, for some of you, you're dealing with somebody who is not emotionally experienced. They maybe have not had a number of experiences here as they've had with you. They've not had experiences that have challenged them to express themselves with this level and degree of emotion. So it's not that they don't love. It's that I think this is what I feel. It's a matter of communication, expression. Some of you do have family issues. You have the devil. You're dealing with someone who's got a lot of air, a lot of earth. They could be more of a strong silent type. They don't really communicate a lot. Yeah, you guys are, this is for your soulmates. You're possibly in twin flames. You have that daughter cups, son of cups. You guys maybe met though, at the so-called wrong time, wrong place, wrong but it's not wrong, right? Everything is divinely, again, like we said, looked over from spirit. So there's a reason why maybe you met when you did. Maybe someone here is a little older, a little bit younger. There could be an age disparity, definitely. Ace of Wands, I love that. You actually lead out with a recalibration. Okay, and you do at least are able to point out mutually, okay, well that's me, I'll work on that next time I hear it like this. Son of Cups, Ace of Wands. There's a little bit more of a balanced energy. I like that with the Son of Cups and the Ace of Wands. More leadership emotionally. Direction emotionally with what it is that you would like to even call the situation. I think you go from a very turbulent, almost maybe even a disturbance, you have maybe had some kind of argument even here. You're about to just Ten of Pentacles in reverse, World in reverse. You're about to just kind of call something off. Two Swords of Bright. It's way too I don't know what this is, nebulous to, okay, there's a moment where you kind of become more humble with one another as well, possibly even. I see the egos got really fucking hiked up. And then you cascade out with this feeling of okay, I'm hearing also it's love. Yes. You're dealing with somebody who has a lot of pressure. I'm hearing for some of you pain, a lot of pressure on the shoulders. Yes, no, but in the mid part of this season and cycle of Mars and Sagittarius, around the second week-ish of this cycle, we see that Ace of Pentacles upright. I feel you're really going to feel a lot more at ease with what it is that you feel you're working with, you're facing in the connection. I feel whatever went down here during Mars and Scorpio season actually ends up serving the broader timeline of your talk with this individual. I feel it'll give you more things to sort of work with as tools for respect. Wow, later down the line, maybe you kind of made yourself more clear to this person and they now have a better understanding of also where you stand with them. Temperance in the theme. Yeah, I like this because you guys are maturing. I see that you're maturing. Let's get a card here for each of the days between December 13th, 14th, and January 24th. But yeah, there's definitely possibly some kind of new beginning here in the second week. For some of you, somebody might come through and communicate something related to matters of family. They may come through and even admit that there's maybe something going on with their family, or there's something they need to sort out or figure out come that first week of the season of Mars and Sagittarius. So about 7 days out from about the 13th, 14th. Okay, some of you definitely working with a Pisces here. Come through with that High Priestess on the first day. Yeah, someone feels not ready. I hear it again. I just keep hearing that. Three Cups in reverse. There's a lot of very slow moving, slow moves that are made. And yeah, if you're somebody who has a lot of fire in your chart, you're not used to that. You like things happening quickly. Okay. You like expression, openly, honestly, physically. I get that as well. You want someone to actually physically show up. And again, we do have that Mother of Wands popping up. Just definitely focus on the heart chakra. Work needs to be done on the heart chakra. I hear that. Yeah, that might be, yeah, this is part of the shadow work. So I feel that, yeah, there's a reason. If you're not with this person, there's a reason. Spirit's trying to hound this point out. It is not random. It is not random. Okay, there's a focus on the number 6 as well. 1, 6, possibly 16. You have to move through these little kinks, these little waves. Okay, yes, and it's before you actually come together, because I mean that this is the only way. You have to do the triggering, the shadow work before you actually physically reunite with this person. Otherwise, you're going to be reuniting with the ego. Ego meet ego, and that's not what Spirit is saying is the point of this connection. Which is this should actually say something to you about the connection. that there is something deeper than just, yeah, otherwise possibly, again, it would have just ended. So, in the sense of saying, like, you would have walked away if it were just, let's say, just triggering and just karmic, and that's all. This is what I'm hearing, but you take it as you will. The World. Wow. Wow. You have the Fool leading out of the World with the Son of Cups upright. Wow. Okay, we'll get to it in a second here, but I think both of you are really in love. I just keep hearing that. Spirit wants to bring the mirroring forward of this connection, of the emotion, the feeling. I think you both are scared, really, truly, honestly. I see you both kind of moving slowly, but it may be in your own ways, right? So there is a mirroring definitely here. Like, it's maybe not just that, you know, you feel like they're moving slowly. Maybe you're moving slowly in a certain capacity as well. Okay, so see it like that. If there's no mirroring, again, and you're just triggered and this person's, you feel like it's not serving you in any, then, you know, this is probably like more of a karmic energy. And again, Spirit's saying that you're going to be meeting possibly another energy space here soon, if that is the case. But for a number of you, I feel, no, this is going to be, this is a long haul connection. Yes. I like that. This person will be softening up a bit, guys. Yes, with the Father of Swords leading out of the Justice card with the Daughter of Cups. They want to be in a space where they can, you know, say, I mean, the ego is still here, okay, but I feel that they're doing it in their way. They're maturing in their way, at their speed, as much as they can, okay? Yeah, I mean, you can have to understand this person is possibly young, they have not had a bona fide relationship. I'm smelling a very specific perfume here. Those of you who might be familiar, baccarat. I'm smelling that, okay. That actually literally means cow, I think, in Arabic. So that might be a particular message for somebody here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cows are sacred in India. You have the New Year ring in with the daughter, with the Son of Cups upright. This person is watching you, or somebody is watching you. If this is a new person, they've been watching you. If this is the same person, they've also been watching you. Let's clear it. If there's someone here who is either going to come in, they're going to show up, they're going to show themselves to you like, hey, yeah, I'm the one who's been like watering your garden, your seeds. For some of you though, this is someone who will be kind of be getting a little softer with you, okay? Like if they were very like Father of Swords and very like, you know, kind of mean even at times, they may be even unblock you if you guys were blocked or if you just stop talking. For some of you though, they just start to get a little more romantic, okay? Softer on the edges, if you know what I mean, around the New Year. 2 of Cups. I'm hearing for some of you, maybe somebody lashed out. They might kind of stop doing that and like kind of get more soft again. I just keep hearing that. Maybe they see another perspective to the story. They start kind of seeing things differently, you know? They might want to invite you somewhere. I hear that as well. Somebody is maybe even a little bit embarrassed about their own behavior. I hear that. Let me get the degrees laid out here. Add another layer here of interpretation. I just keep hearing, this is a repetitive message. There's a lot of love. Love doesn't mean that it's always easy. This is what I'm hearing from the spirit guides as well. They want to maybe reiterate that having the fights, the arguments is not like a bad thing. It's shadow work for some of you. But always heed your personal intuition. This is a general video. We're open to the whole of YouTube, you know? I mean, sometimes we have 20,000 people viewing, sometimes we have 200, sometimes we have, you know, so this is, you got to take it as you will. See what connects with you, and that's what it should always be anyways, right? I mean, you should see how you truly resonate with a reading, and you can only really do that if you are truly like, you know, you have to really feel the message and see how you feel. And I would meditate before you watch readings as well, because that'll help you understand, like, is this like something that I'm wanting to hear, or is it something that I'm actually clicking with? You know what I'm saying? Because a reader can technically say it's true love, but, you know, what are you actually willingly engaging in the space of? Because this can also be something they're feeling, but maybe you've decided it doesn't resonate with you. You see what I'm saying? Possibly, for example, like maybe you've already acknowledged. So that's where you have to understand like what your perspective, what your personal perspective with the reading is, what your personal perspective with the energy is. Okay, so but to do that, you have to understand your energetic standpoint, which is why tarot is not like a dictative experience. It should be more of a confirmation where you stand anyways in your life, right? So it should be empowering of your also free will. Absolutely. Like tarot doesn't tell you like what is, it confirms for you like where you already are in your life. And yes, and so that's a very important point as well. Like this is someone is tapping into the energy. Somebody is tapping into and relaying what it is that they're feeling. They have to feel it. That means they're already there. Like I'm not defining your future, right? No tarot reader is going to define your future. They're reflecting for you where they are seeing that you are at. So if they are to see it, it's not that they're creating who you are there, they're observing you. And so they're telling you, it's like, hey, I'm seeing you in the mirror. So this is up to you to know, are they talking to me? You see what I'm saying? Okay. So you should definitely know if a reading resonates. And if it's kind of like, I don't really know, or like, I feel like, you know, then, you know, maybe it's not the message, or maybe meditate, come back to it. Also definitely watch whatever you feel guided towards. But you may even maybe want to like come back and watch it at a later time, especially if you feel like you're not really understanding what a message is speaking to or on behalf of, or you're not really sure like what a message is really hinting at, or you're not really clicking with the yeah. Sometimes it takes time as well, and it helps to be in a meditative state. Now the moon upright, Ace of Wands, again, to reinforce the energetic sort of receptivity to the message. Because this is definitely, I'm channeling here, of course, as well. So it's like, I'm not just like saying the energy. So you should really be clicking with it and feeling it rather than like, oh, it logically kind of adds up, because that's just not my style. And so if you are, okay, truly like, you know, clicking with the message, it should feel automatic. Like you should be able to tell like what is your energy even as well, and what the energy is. But sometimes watch the reading a few times over. Even for myself, sometimes I'll watch it one time, I'm like, okay, I understand, even when I'm doing the reading. Okay, but then I'll have to watch it a few times over, and it will digest, like it cooks, you know, the more you watch as well. So this is a message, you know, possibly you have the Ace of Cups on the Sun of Cups. You guys, this person is so in love with you. Stop that. This is true love. Stop that. Six of Swords in reverse. Some of you maybe have a trust issue, or you've never dealt with somebody like this. Maybe this is the first kind of person who's been acting this way in this kind of connection. It's like you are wondering, what did I do wrong? Like, why are they acting like this? Why are they treating me like that? Strength on the Justice card. Yeah, they're, Father Wands up around, the Daughter Wands reverse. There is an ego situation here happening. But it doesn't mean that the relationship is not good. It's like, we have the seed. That's part A. All right, we're working with this kind of garden here. Okay. If the garden needs to sort of be plowed a little bit to work better with the seed, does that define the seed in any way? No. So not at all. Okay, it's a matter of sort of how we are observing the overall process as well, and saying, I understand that this is a relationship and we have to calibrate to one another. So that takes time. Okay, we got to look at the garden, see it for what it is, look at the situation. For some of you, it's that this person is quite young. They're maybe even actually immature. And it doesn't mean that you need to do the homework for them, but this is where you'll know if you are willing to put in this kind of work, if you're willing, if this is a relationship that an experience you want to have, or do you want to maybe, you know, that's where you have to say objectively though, okay, like, okay, am I really seeing that maybe there are other factors, and maybe I'm getting triggered, I'm jumping to conclusions, maybe I'm feeling like, oh, it must be this way, they must be a player, or they must be lying about something, or, you know, is it an ego reaction? This is what I want to say. This is what Spirit's trying to reinforce, okay, as a message. That look at the whole context of the situation. Maybe there are other factors that are influencing this person's behavior. You see what I'm saying? Right? Okay, let's pull further. Let's continue. Yeah. Okay, so I see on both ends, like, you guys are maybe, you have misunderstandings at times. Maybe somebody here is very hurt. They feel like they truly misunderstand you guys, Three of Pentacles in reverse, Three of Swords, right? They have a misunderstanding. It can actually be add-on to the fact of age, gender, even I hear gender. there can even be an actual cultural barrier, language barrier. Like, this is maybe the first person you've met from, like, even this culture, this background, or this upbringing. Yeah, maybe they even, for some of you, maybe they come off as very closed-minded. For some of you, they act kind of, like, bullyish with you. And I think, like, yet again, if you were truly dealing with someone who was being truly even antagonistic towards you, you would not be engaging with them anymore. I think what you're holding on to is you're feeling like that's not really, like, the truth of the matter. So I'm also getting, you need to learn to trust your intuition. I'm hearing that. Okay. Yeah. The way you'll know that that's your message is that, as well, if you go on and up and down with this energy, where 1 minute it bothers you, 1 minute their behavior really gets to you, the next minute it doesn't. Okay, that is the tug of war of the ego. Oh, my nose going crazy right there. Holy shit. Yeah. If there's some factor in your life, okay, that influences how it is that you're working with this concept, okay, that's your clue that there is also maybe something of a shadow space or shadow work that you're moving through, okay, that is triggering you to react to certain experiences in a certain way, like, or not triggering you, but that you are feeling coming up. Okay, so something's coming up that you're dealing with yourself as well. What I'm trying to get to here, I feel Spirit is saying that it's not all about this person. Okay, there are things that you're working with yourself in this experience, but it's almost like they're standing right there, so you can even maybe associate them with it, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I remember, like, that song was playing on the radio right after I got into that argument with that person, like, you know? And then it's like you associate that song with that person, that song with that argument, that song with that emotion, with that experience. And so, you know, it doesn't mean that that song is, like, you know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm hearing, but this is where you need to come down to it and, like, actually see it for yourself. Is that the case? Is that what's happening? That there's something going on in my life, and then there's something bilaterally going on where I'm kind of associating the different factors here. So, and that can be in any way, right? I mean, it can also be in the sense of saying, do I have rose-colored glasses on? Am I just in a really good mood, and I happen to just kind of glaze over the things that I know I'm not resonating with, but I'm kind of still going along with? So for some of you, you have a very, very, very sacred moment coming up here in the last segment of this cycle. You've got a decision even to make here with the Hangman, the Two of Pentacles. Some of you might be officially deciding to invest in something here. Some of you it might be a full-on reunion. For some of you, you may physically show up to this person, or they may show up here with you, but take it as well. I feel that you may kind of even, you know, I'm hearing break out with something and really extend something to someone. For some of you, yeah, there's even, let's clear it. Somebody's going to admit something. I see someone writing a letter. Yeah, they're gonna, like, confess something. For some of you, I'm seeing, like, in the letter they're writing, like, I find you very, very attractive. This is just something that's coming up, so you take it as you will. Someone has the hots for you, yeah, and maybe they realize, like, I haven't never told you that, like, I barely show that side of what I feel for you, you know? Maybe they kind of will, again, admit it, like, I've been kind of hard on, like, you know, the way that I express my love to you, and I realize that. This is what I'm hearing. I can acknowledge that. So, yeah, it's very exciting, you guys. I feel like you have a moment here of also recalibration, balancing. I see, like, the tables turn a little bit in that last week. Some of you here, you may, again, meet somebody. And so you're going to just see very clearly where you stand. If you did have a decision to make, I see you looking at, like, seeing your options quite clearly. So either way, I feel like, you know, even if something was quite karmic and you felt very triggered by it in the earlier stages of this season, even more so in Mars and Scorpio season, more around November-ish to December-ish, yeah, I think that you're gonna just kind of zoom out. So for some of you, somebody may extend an offer to you. Some of you may bump into somebody, I hear that as well. Some of you are going to heal something, though, as well. You have that Death card here that was leading into that Two of Pentacles, into the Hangman. So, key date here on the 6th. I'm hearing soulless, solar, take it as you will, solar. Maybe I'm looking at the sun right there. Yes. Some of you have an epiphany. Well, hold on. You have a realization, but I feel that somebody's going to, maybe how do we say, like, there's a revelation here, okay, yeah. Yeah, it's like, oh, okay, like, maybe even have a dream. Somebody comes to you in your dream and they talk to you, they say it directly to you how they feel, possibly. All right, but on the 16th, hold on. The 19th of December, that's a really important date. Yeah, exciting. I feel like you might kind of be like, wow, okay. I realize, like, what the maybe even what the issue so-called is, like what the whole of the situation is that we're dealing with. So you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Feel free to hit the like button if you like this video, and we will see you in that pick a card here later today. I hope you guys have a lovely, lovely, lovely Mars and Sagittarius season. And any other notes, remember as well, of course, it's always a matter of your perspective. Oh, we want to do a quick little pick a stack, so let's do that. We'll gather the cards. If you have like a burning question, let's just see any more notes here. Something that Spirit would like to bring to your attention in relation to this particular experience here that you're having, whatever it might be, Gemini. Thank you guys so much for your support again on the channel. I do this full time. So thank you guys for your support in every way, of course, for your donations, those of you who donate via PayPal, Venmo, and those of you who also super chat, those of you who hit the like button, and those of you who have been subscribers for a long time now. Thank you guys so much for your support here and joining yourself here on this journey, right, of ultimate soul satisfaction. Let's get the stacks now. We have the 5 Pentacles popping out, but we'll bring it back in and clear it. Yeah, some of you, you're waiting to reconcile with somebody. I see that as well. Hierophant in reverse, first stack. Second stack is the 6 of Wands. Third, we've got a slew of cards. We've got the Strength card, upright. Star in reverse, 2 of Cups in reverse, 6 of Swords in reverse, and the Sun of Cups upright. Okay, guys, first stack, let's get into it. What does Spirit want you to know further here about this particular situation? Some of you are I think you have a very high expectation or something. I don't want to say high in terms of you shouldn't have that expectation. However, I do feel that you have a very, very, very particular expectation, okay? And that naturally may be sort of considered high as an expectation because it is something that you hold and seriously, and you hold it in, in your way. So naturally you may come across people who, it's not that they cannot deliver that, they do not want to deliver, okay, that expectation to you, but they need to calibrate it to it and understand it. So I feel like for some of you, there's just something you're realizing, like, it comes down to how it is that you, okay, it's a matter of what you want. Maybe some of you have felt disappointed because it wasn't quite immediately, like, right out the gate in the connection obvious, like, to this person. Maybe they didn't obviously acknowledge what you were hoping they were going to. There could be a little bit of assumption. Maybe it's like, wow, I thought, like that was going to be like what they wanted right off the bat, like right out the gate. I thought that we had an understanding on that. And it's not that they don't have that, but it's just a matter possibly of like the calibration of that. Maybe honestly, truly, you were even reading up into their psyche when you first met them, and reading kind of more into like what you were tapping into that they don't realize they want yet. It can be, and especially if you're dealing with somebody who's like really resisting commitment. We have the Hierophant in reverse, the 4 of Cups in reverse, the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, the 9 of Swords in reverse. Okay, yeah, I do actually see for some of you that you have a connection with this person that's going to be really a solid ass relationship in the long term coming with this person, but there's so much shadow work that needs to be done with the 9 of Swords in reverse on the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. I think Spirit is saying you guys are understanding what a relationship really means to both of you, and it doesn't make it more mature for somebody to say, hey, I want to be committed. Okay, what does that actually mean? What are you going to actually put into that connection? Not because you don't know, but because it's a matter of understanding what this relationship is uniquely to you both, if that does make sense. What does this relationship really truly mean and represent to me and this person? So maybe, for example, you came to this connection feeling like, as a general statement, you want something loyal or committed, or you want to have a bona fide relationship, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you are aware of what you want with this person uniquely. So for those of you who are very much fast moving into relationships, usually maybe this was kind of like a huge moment of like, wait, why isn't it kind of just getting off the ground? I feel the Spirit is kind of putting some shadow work before you in this connection to say, well, what is it that you really actually want aside from the concept of commitment, if that does make sense? Let's pull into the second stack. We have here the 2 of Wands upright. With that, you know what, real quickly, let's do a quick Celtic cross here for that first stack. If you're wondering if this person is trustworthy, it's a yes. I feel this person is trustworthy. Yes, they will be showing you their absolute, okay, they want to give you their all, you guys. You're their dream. This is, I'm hearing for some of you, they're your absolute dream. You're their absolute dream. Okay, reciprocal, absolutely mirrored. You guys possibly have a very strong spiritual connection. I think the trouble is that you feel it so strongly. It's like, why isn't it happening already? You have to calibrate to that energy force field in the 3D, and that takes time. But the star upright, the sun upright, leading out in the final outcome of the Daughter of Wands in reverse. I think some of you here, like somebody maybe is intimidated even a little bit. Somebody could be quite successful even. Maybe someone else else is working more on, you know, the career. Again, there are these shadow balances with the karma. It's like, you know, it's like, well, they got what I don't have. And so there's a beauty to that. But then there's also this challenge at times. Who is this? Super chat. Maria G. Garcia. Thank you so much for your super chat, 999. Thank you so much for your support. Love and light to you here. Thank you guys for your super chats. Very, very kind. The moon on the Daughter of Wands in reverse. Yeah. I think, like, look, I mean, it's interesting. We have the sun and the moon leading you out in the final outcome. Like, there is, again, this deeper meaning, and so we have to be patient truly with our ego, because the ego wants to say, I want them to admit this, I want that to be like so clear and obvious, but what if it's not? What if it isn't, okay, the way that we have sort of seen it in the past? What if we have to gradually, you know, earn the connection? I hear that as well, in the way that we create it. Ooh, so there's something quite challenging. For some of you, I feel this is your twin flame. For a stack, this is your soulmate. This is your long-term, lifelong partner, but that literally means, okay, exactly that. And it's not necessarily easy. Again, there's a lot of things that we have to kind of call out. Let's move into the second stack. There's a lot that we need to call out. And actually, for some of you, even for some of you, it's a matter of like getting to know one another and like, even say something financial, or even it's a matter of confidence. Like somebody needs to feel more confident, maybe even professionally. It's not you, again, I hear that. It's something in relation to their life around the connection. So, okay, let's get further. A lot of maturing. We have that 2 of Wands coming through again. Funny. It's 5 of Wands, 10 of Cups. Some of you really are getting a little bit restless. For some of you, it's with your career. You're getting a little bored. You're antsy here with something here, Gemini. I feel like, or cross-watcher, you're on the ledge. You're on just the very edge of your seat with some storyline here. With the 6 of Wands upright, like I see you really wondering, like, should I just completely remanifest? Like, should I just totally release the storyline here, even at a certain point, or what's the deal? You lead out with the 9 of Wands upright. I feel like you're on a really long, winding road, Gemini. I feel like some of you here, grounding may really be helpful here, getting really grounded here in where you're at right now in your current storyline. Some of you are wanting to like almost like just get up and like leave a certain situation, like to full on like escape almost with the 6 of Wands upright. It's like, it's a moment here with the 6 of Wands upright. Like you are wanting to like kind of just change. You want change. It's like you feel like as the caterpillar, I just naturally feel like I'm ready to bloom and blossom and I want to be the butterfly. I'm like, but I'm still a caterpillar right now. Okay, I have to be patient with, you know, the rhythm of the cocoon. Oh, interesting. Okay, so yeah, it's like you don't want to necessarily just like run out of a certain situation storyline. You don't want to just kind of like leave a certain situation. I hear that as well, but there is something that you realize you're gradually growing out of or into, and it is that very thing. It's a matter of the patience and the growth and the sustenance as well of your vision in that space. I see you don't want to make an impulsive decision. Now, for some of you, let's go. This has to do with something you're innovating, and I think you are doing the right thing in sort of being patient with yourself, okay, in that process. If you are creating something, if you're innovating something, I think you want to do it gradually. Like you know that you have this potential. You do, and maybe it is part of that. You see the potential. It's like, I know, like, I'm having visions of myself as a butterfly, but I have to understand, like, what the 6 of Wands really were before it is that I move on to the 7th. And call myself, I'm hearing, you know, even I'm hearing officially an innovator. For some of you, I'm hearing an entrepreneur. Maybe you are wanting to step into a new kind of line of business even, but it takes a little bit of bravery here as you see it. So I feel like some of you here, you have a lot of ideas. You're very creative individuals as well. I feel that some of you are, you're moving through something slowly as it is felt, but that's important. Okay, the process is important. Your spirit guides are saying, hey, it's not about the destination. Don't feel that, it's almost like you're gathering paint for your painting. So so let's clear it. It's like the emotional experiences of what leads you to this point to create what you create. That's so relevant, and that's so much a part of the experience. Let's get further here, and I want to just get here. We have the Temperance in reverse and 2 of Wands in reverse, 5 of Wands right. There could be something of a matter of like timing and maybe even age. Maybe you're frustrated, like, why haven't I gotten to this point by now? Like, why am I, not making progress in this way? I don't think that that's the case. I feel that it's not Spirit saying, it's not literal. It's not the literal translation. Like, oh, I haven't done that yet. I haven't done this yet. What's time? What's space? No such thing. Right? There is a matter of like the transcendence of the soul, the spirit, and growth that's happening on so many other planes and dimensions. It's literally not literal, if that makes sense. And if especially if like you're comparing yourself to other people and whatnot, it's not the situation. Like Spirit is saying, okay, look at your birth chart. Do you have a yacht in your birth chart? 8 of Pentacles bright. Spirit, ooh, you're doing major work here. there's a side to this, definitely. You're doing major work. Like, little do you know, okay, I see where you're at, Gemini. You're feeling very overwhelmed, even burdened with what the process is here at play. But Gemini, it's not going towards nothing. You're working very hard here. This is leading to something. 10 of Swords. Okay, I see you. I see you, Gemini. I understand why you're feeling very much like I'm fucking ready to shed my fucking snake skin. But listen, it's part of the process. And I feel like your spirit guides are trying to just kind of like smile and wink at you at the party, circulating around you, watching you like kind of, I'm hearing grow up. I don't know what. Maybe you feel like at a certain point you're even like, you feel taunted at. You feel like, is spirit taunting me? Like, yeah, okay, let's put it. What is irritating you? 7 of Cups. Like, what's irritating? What's getting to you about the process? I feel like there's maybe a level of like mundaneness. Okay, there's something financial possibly, or even physical going on. There's somebody in your environment here who maybe even you're wondering like, why am I on hold? Why are they not making a decision? Okay. But a lot of this has to do with your confidence. All of this is energetics. I'm feeling for a large number of you, Gemini, a lot of this is energetics. Like, you'll notice that the minute that you become more inspired and like you have more faith, okay, in the process, the more things actually move. Okay, so this is maybe even like you with you. It's not so much like, why aren't they doing something? Why isn't that working out? Why isn't that moving forward? It's more like you kind of having a reflective check-in moment with yourself, saying, oh man, you know what? Every time I kind of lose faith and lose hope, then they stop responding to messages. That stops moving forward there. Those people stop responding on the project timeline. Like, you know, they don't meet the deadline. And then those people are having trouble hearing that. So you're starting to realize that a lot of this is your attitude and your perspective. And that's so important. Spirit's saying we're not going to let this get to the next level until you've really sort of gotten to the point where you're not giving in to your fears. I hear that as well. Yes, and so it's not your manifestation capabilities. It's not that. And that's maybe why you feel frustrated sometimes, because it's like, well, technically I did all this stuff, but like, why is the situation around me also not showing up? So yes, and I think that comes down to the ego as well. Like, there's a little bit too much pressure maybe that you're placing either on others or you're placing on, yeah, you're trying to maybe discipline others or the situation or the context and the environment. It's like, you know, those moments when it's like, it has to work out. It's like, that's when the universe says, really? Why? What is it? If it is not just you, you know? So I think like when you are sort of just having faith and you're going within and you're saying, I manifest this, okay? I am grounded in my vision space. The more like the energy is actually just flowing, okay? And it's like, yeah, and that includes others around you. Like, you are, Spirit saying, you're more powerful than you really sort of, your fears allow you to believe, okay? Yes. It's not like, I told them to let, and it could be you with coworkers. It's like, I told them that this needed to be done by this time or this hour. Why are they not listening? Why is this not happening? It's not about the logical, okay, like power that you hold. It's a matter of the vibration. So when you step out of the fear of like, I need to have the power in the situation. I hear that as well. I need to have the control. I need to make it so that this happens by this time. And that is the vibration that Spirit is saying. Actually, it's not that you do not manifest or you don't have the potential, but it actually, it's not that it is the situation. It's that it ironically pulls, okay, the vibration backwards. Yes. It is a little bit of like an ironic little game even at a certain point. Spirit's saying, not yet. Like, okay, it's not that you're not capable. It's the mantra. It's the mentality. It's a self-talk. For a small number of you, maybe Spirit wants a little bit of humbleness here in relation to whatever this connection is as well. I hear that. Be it a project or be it a person that you're trying to connect with, and vice versa. It can be maybe somebody here is not showing up to you. Spirit saying we gotta humble his ass. humble the ass before we bring them back to you. Because yeah, we need to do some like little spanking here, a little child rearing with that person before we're able to bring them back to you. Maybe they're not manifesting your life because they're not actually yet, it's not that they don't not love you. Again, it's not that they don't have respect for the situation. It's that they are not looking at it within the context of love, open heart chakra, okay, open-heartedness, okay. So this is possibly a multi-dimensional message, but if that's your message, like there are maybe certain factors that are not quite openly clear. It's like, well, I wish they would just show up so that then we can manifest this together. Isn't that so obvious? Isn't that so clear? Maybe not. Maybe there's some other factors here that are related to shadow work, okay? Yeah, it's like, I see someone thinking, well, if we just started the connection already, if we just had a bona fide relationship already, if this just got off the ground already, then we'd be able to like do so-and-so and so-and-so, and then we'd have to, and then I'm seeing that you're kind of seeing it as like chicken before the egg vibe. okay? Oh, if we were in a connection, if this already got off the ground, then we could have like a bona fide connection and then we could become closer. Maybe it is not so. Maybe you have to grow closer first and then you can create something together. So it's more of the foundation. I feel Spirit is sporting you all in this connection, actually. It could be a multi-person sort of business, even like a number of people possibly could be involved in whatever this is. If it's a project, but if it's a connection relationship, it's maybe even something karmic, like that needs to go down before it can actually get off the ground. Mother of Swords in reverse there, yeah. You're in the Six of Cups in reverse, yeah. There's a lot of love, but it's like that's not enough. There has to be like the proper perspective. So there has to also be respect. I'm sorry, yeah. Mother of Swords in reverse, Six of Cups in reverse. Like if this person just showed up right now, okay, they wouldn't be able maybe to appreciate whatever this is. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't be able to fully possibly appreciate whatever this is. So you'll know what this is, okay? If you've been trying to like, I don't want to say force a certain storyline, or like you've been really wanting a certain storyline to manifest, but like it just hasn't been, and you've been racking your brain. Spirit is saying like it may not be the relationship itself, it's what is around the relationship. So let's get further into the next stack. Yeah, I feel like it's, yeah, because I think there's a lot of like, well, technically by now, like this should happen, but that's disregarding the energetic side of the story. Let's move in the energetic work that needs to be done on the chakra level, and specifically the heart chakra. Son of Cups upright, third stack, Six of Swords in reverse. Somebody is waiting for someone to get back to them, to call them, to, they want to have a commitment with this person. I hear that. Son of Cups upright, Two of Cups in reverse. I feel like some of you here, you want to kind of have like an apology here with the Two of Cups in reverse, Strength upright even. Somebody is expecting something here from somebody. They want to have also, maybe they want to smooth things out a little bit, like smooth the wrinkles out here with somebody a little bit. Mother of Pentacles, they feel maybe something got a little bit weird here. The Magician upright, somebody's maybe like someone's teammate or a team member or something like that. They feel like they gave somebody like a really like just a weird impression even at a certain point. Like I think I just kind of walked away from him in a really awkward way there. Four of Swords upright, Magician upright, somebody like scoffed at somebody even at a certain point. I don't know what that's about. Yeah, Death in reverse, Hangman in reverse. This is reminding me of the reading we did. It was the Libra reading. It was, I left you on the saddest corner of the street and I'm ready to pick you up now, or something like that. Yeah, it's either I or this person left you on the saddest corner of the street. That was back in May or June or April or something like that. Yeah, I think it's this person left you on the saddest corner of the street. Emperor reverse, Daughter of Pentacles reverse. If somebody acted in such a way out of like low self-confidence, or they were feeling very triggered and they reacted, I feel they're going to want to come through and like kind of smooth the edges with that. There's a lot of love as well. There's a lot of expectation though, and there's a lot of pressure. So you guys, thank you for tuning in. We have the Father Wants Bright. Feel free to check out your Venus, your moon sign, your rising sign. We'll see you in the next videos. Bye.